My heart stopped when I seen you. Ay, my stomach dropped when I seen you. Ay, can we fall in love again? Yeah. We not out of love, we got more love again. Rain goes away and pain heals, and Band-Aid solutions ain't gonna cut it. I can't dance, but I can fuck good. When I talk crazy, make you blush good. Now I ain't that pressed to touch. I'm trying to gain your trust. I wanna earn your love. Now I can't dance, but I can fuck good. When I talk crazy, make you blush good. Now I ain't that pressed to touch. I wanna gain your trust. I wanna earn your love. Baby, you had your sizzle. I ain't take long to shoot my shot, don't dribble. Swoop be talking and smooth talk, you giggle. I ain't gon' lie, I been sipping a little, but when I sober up, I wanna see what you into. Your favorite color and your favorite item on the menu. And if you smoke, come inside, I got a little endo. And all my old swooties is assed out like Lizzo, right?
Uptown nigga, yeah. GKFM, 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 I say my presence is hectic, my flow is absurd. I'm like a spiritual healer, they get possessed by the word. Bullets hit your soul like we Centuri is a shooter. Black on black medallion riding through the streets to loot. The fat blunt's crucial, keep the vibes all mutual, baby. Shit, I only like it so it ain't nothing to lose ya. I don't want confusion, double lock is what I'm used to. Gutter ass nigga, music gutter than a bitch too. Jewelers staying tuned down, so my chains they started talking. Lean by the faucet, weed and a perkin. I don't fuck with Xanax, Xanax got me overworking. And I been in the streets before that boost mobile chirp. Nigga, price too high, I work. Richard, come and spin a vert with me, she ain't got no skirt. On a set, she tryna work with me. Higher than a nigga that ain't never got no work. Listen, said she had a lick, book the script, paper permission. Yeah, I be on that other shit. Fuck your crew, fuck your life, fuck your bitch. Yeah, I be on that other shit. Gutter ass nigga, keep it gutter than the bitch. I be on that other shit. Fuck your crew, fuck your life, fuck your bitch. I be on that other shit. Gutter ass nigga, keep it gutter in this bitch. Rocket on my face, I gotta take off. Feel that money like I'm Ray Charles. She gon' snort her face, I'm only fin her only day job. Used to steal a nigga shit, re-up and sell him skip blunts. Used to fuck a bitch, then get her gone by the next month. The way she on my phone, but fuck what ops, we call that treason. Niggas say they eatin', we just don't believe them. If they really eatin', why my niggas never take none? Roll the dice and shake some, bet that I would break some. No, how this shit go? We want more than Metro. Won't go there, we let go. Won't roll there this Sunday morning, preach at your front door. Mama with that black robe, niggas should've learned something, and the world to keep turning. Yeah, I be on that other shit. Fuck your crew, fuck your life, fuck your bitch. Yeah, I be on that other shit. Gutter ass nigga, keep it gutter than the bitch. I be on that other shit. Fuck your crew, fuck your life, fuck your bitch. I be on that other shit. Gutter ass nigga, keep it gutter in this bitch.
This your boy Grizz.
And I'm your main man, Reem.
And this is the GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE Show. Powered by
Schmucks. Every Wednesday, y'all see me back at this. Still trying to fool with this stuff here, man. Get it crack-a-lackin'.
I like them little beats, didn't you? Yeah, they were nice.
Hey, man, the
They were
GKF
awfully
fam,
nice.
they got some heat.
Hey, man, what the fuck going on, man?
They got some heat, man. Let me try and fix that.
It's pretty nice. I did enjoy.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep it like that. Oh, damn. Anyway,
What your
it's
bok
Wednesday to
choy
Wednesday to
eating ass been
Wednesday.
doing
What's
lately, man?
happening, people? It's been a lot. Matter of fact, it's been 2 Wednesdays. The other Wednesday, we didn't make it because we had some things going on. It was the first part of that snow hit, so it got canceled. I could have made it. You know, I'm used to riding around and being in the snow and carrying on. This stuff don't bother me none. I'm a November baby. You know what I'm talking about? I got memories of snowsuits and stuff like that. Snowball fights and carrying on and walking and run up and down Seven Hills, Wind Terrace, and Walnut Hills. Yes, and College Hill. I had good old days. And for me personally, I like it. I like seeing it. I love 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 it.
Everything looks dead during them times of the year.
Only thing I don't like is when the snow get dirty. That's my
Which is
part.
immediately.
Well, you know, still anyway.
It's horrible.
And we're going through that again. I guess we're supposed to
Everything
get
looks
20
dead during
inches.
that
and
time, man.
I done had people on my post talking about, I don't know the difference between participation, or precipitation, whatever the word is. Participation, participation.
You gotta do them like Melvin, man. Oh, youngster.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's all you gotta do.
It'd be those particular people, man. It always be one. It always be one in the group that want to be the negative Nancys. You know what I'm talking about? To get on your post and just want to be the devil's advocate. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm the type of person, I pull up on you. I want to pull up on you so bad. Pull up on you so bad. You know what I'm talking about? But it's not worth it. You know what I'm talking
You gotta
about?
turn over a new leaf, man.
New leaf. We is people entitled to say what they want to say when they want to say it.
Oh, I can tell you now that ain't the later.
Oh man, is she over there looking?
That ain't
No.
the later.
No, that ain't. No, she don't look like the later. Okay, well, we got to bring in a partner, a sidekick. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Ivory the Aries. Thank you.
Oh, you Africans. Oh, you Africans.
Keep it all the way,
Little
honey. We're not going to bring
ghetto
Finn later in just right now. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, how you doing? How you doing out there? You sliding around in the G-Rad?
Nope, I'm nice and warm from the house.
Okay, I'm about to say, we got to talk to Joe. Joe was like, look, you be bullying Joe into giving you the G-Ride, and he be taking the Jeep. That's what is that? Seven Hill Forest Park Housewives?
That's funny. What?
I haven't bullied him into anything.
Okay, I understand. We want that to be on record, on camera.
I don't know if they go to the judges on this.
I don't know.
And if I'm the judges, I think the judges might allow this.
it. Let's give it a round of applause. The judges will allow
The judges
that.
are still on the fence.
We'll
The
allow
judges
it.
are still on the fence.
I can't believe we actually agreed upon something.
I said they on the fence and you just sat
Let's
there and
not
got
do
all
this
kind
tonight,
of fire.
guys.
Oh my God.
Let's not do this tonight.
Oh well, all right, but anyway, I'm just happy to be back. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just happy to be back.
I just almost choked on this joke.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Trooper has some things taken care of, and you know what I'm saying. Get back to her as soon as we get over this show here. But
Press up.
you know what I'm saying. And I want to give a shout out to speaking of the weather, to my family in Texas. We got big things popping off in Texas, but right now in Texas is snow. And he posted up a picture of him breaking up the water in his pool, and it's the longest they've been out with electricity ever down there. And
on top of it's probably cold.
yeah, and it's cold. And they are good people, so they're going to be giving water away for those who don't have it. I posted earlier on my GRIZZBIZ page of a lady down there, Dr. Tawana or something, and she was crying because there's people been dying in these cars. And,
Do I need to get my water connect down there, man?
And from this cold, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of frightening though, man. And I'm gonna just leap right into it. When I watched the video, I was appalled because she saw the gas and electric people down there, but they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And dude, in short term, said, "Hey, it ain't us that's saying we can't go or we can't do this right now while we sitting here like we are." You know what I'm saying? In so many words. But my thing is, we as people got to be not dependent upon what this government is trying to give you, or dependent upon them, man. You got to be self-preservation off the rip, off the run.
Well,
what? Go ahead.
On that note, you depended on them for that electricity right there when you stranded on the side of that road somewhere and it's cold and froze until you get some kind of solar power system or something going on. You're going to be dependent on them. What you need to do, we got to get the people. I can see what you mean. We need to get more control over us.
And I'm talking about being prepared for what they doing to us. I'm talking about being able, when the electric went out in Forest Park a couple years ago for some days.
It took like a week.
Yeah, and what you have to do? You had to go into survival mode. And granted, it was warm and it was raining or whatever, so the climate is different, but the mentality is still the same. We got all this food. We ain't gonna let this food go to waste. We can't use the electric to cook it. We gonna barbecue it. We gonna do what we do with it. We gonna put it up. We gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm down there right now, it is me right now, and you can't say until you've been in that situation, but maybe because we already live in a cold climate that we know, nigga, you go buy some, chop up some firewood, and you get it on, you light it up. You keep your family warm. You do what you got to do. And some people, what I'm getting at is some people don't have that mentality.
Yeah, so people should be putting their refrigerators outside because it will keep everything cold and still secure. Like you said, chop firewood, learn how to build safe fires. There are a lot of things to do. Everybody got their cell phone in their hand all day. Use it to get information, to not be down suffering. They have plenty of ways to keep yourself warm, generate some sort of electricity. You should have had a generator day one when this thing happened. I know prices probably skyrocketed, but it was worth the investment. And there were a lot of different things, I think, that people can do. Like you said, it's time to grill your food. You might have to go to Walmart, get you a hot plate you can put over that fire you got to build out there. But it's a way to get it if you need to get it if you really don't want to be miserable.
No, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to be funny or make light of anyone's situation.
Absolutely.
Down in Texas, whatever. Like I say, I got family down there, and they're giving out stuff to people who are in need. So I'm not making light of it. I'm trying to say, hey, we got to be prepared for anything, especially in today's climate, as far as this politics is going. Back in the day when I was younger, used to watch
as far as the climate is going.
Yeah.
Period.
Climate, and I'm talking global. I'm talking about the climate of the situation as far as political and what these people are trying to do with us and put this on us and that on us and this on us. You can't be dependent upon them, bruh. You can't. You got to give what they're giving.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, give what they're giving and do like the squirrels and put it away like nuts and continue like, hey, if we got to go off the grid, we got to be able to go off the grid. My grandmother always told us, stack your canned goods and keep it bagged. My mama been telling us for the past 4 years to have a to-go bag, have a plan, because the way stuff is going, it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be till 2025. You know what I'm saying? But you have to pay attention and keep your eye on the prize.
I think we all need to go off the grid and crash that whole system. Truthfully.
You know, and it just bring up that
Off the grid is out the grid. Out the grid is
off
not
the
using
grid.
none of that shit.
None of that. I know what off the grid is.
I mean, it's like Jesse the Body Ventura said. He said, I don't even own a cell phone.
Right.
You know, that's the number one tracker. You got to get off the grid, man. These people is not for you in no way.
And then
Searching and trying to strive to get for what?
And then that brings me up to speed to here, like, as far as people, I'm always coming back to as far as the people. Social media then took over everything. I've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Half of them they got functions now where you can see less of a person's post or interaction with them, so you can tone them down. So you got to go to other folks to do this advertising and promoting yourself and so forth, but it just behooves me of the lack of social response when it comes to anything dealing with our hometown, you know, our home situation. You know, this mayor's race is so serious right now. So serious. It's like a pivotal point. Like, people don't even understand and get it. Like, you don't get it, man. And it trips me out because you had to come up under the good old boy evolution here. I mean, generations, Simon Lease to Dieters, all the way down to the new lady. You know what I'm talking about? It's just we gotta put an end to all this, man. We gotta make them work for us. Cincinnati is a powerful city. The people that run this city are the PNGs, the Bengals, Reds, the
City Park.
all these major corporations that have interests in the city and putting more money into their pockets. And what they fail to realize, and I'm gonna just say, they brought Mark Mallory in to go ahead. He was on the right page as far as entertainment, as far as that being one of our backbones tourists for the city and growing. He was on that right page, but I don't know what happened, and I ain't gonna sit here and try and guesstimate what happened, but I know one thing. That freaking electric car, the original plan was a great idea. What became of it was doo-doo on a stick. The original plan was a great idea, man. It was great function. And the same reason, a person right now that undercut me and took my building, you know what I'm talking about, and they running for mayor. So I'm going to just put it out there because I ain't got no punches to pull. I'm tired of it. And I'm getting behind somebody who's speaking the same language that we speak. I don't want to sit here and talk to no dude that's going to be rubbing elbows with these white folks and not putting nothing in plan for us. I know this is a dirty game. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, But right now we need to come out in droves and vote for the person that's talking our language. I'm just saying, that's just me. And right now, that's Kelly Prater, for real. For real. That's it. And if she get the right people around her with the sign mind frame, ain't nothing we can't do in this city. Not jaw-jacking and talking and this, that, and the third. You get on these. I look at these candidates that's been on the news, that's been on different shows here, and their verbiage is just like something teletyped off the freaking political, the president racist crap. I don't want to hear that crap, man. You drive up and down Reading Road like I drive up and down Reading Road. You know what I'm talking about? You right down here Pete Rose Road like I am. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep us out of here so you can build this up. And it's not right, man. And we need somebody with some, well, she don't got no balls, but she have a bunch of balls around her if she play her cards right. You know what I'm talking about? We need that. Whatever. You know what I was trying to say. But we need to jump on that, man. We need to jump on that. That's just one. And then we got to be, as black folks in Cincinnati, we got to find a way to come together, man. We got to find a way to come together, man. We got to separate, and that's on all levels, man. We got to shake and bake those dumb Negroes who want to hold and keep things to themselves. We got to break and shake them dumb Negroes who are with the P&Gs, who are with the freaking car lenders and this, that, and the third, getting their crumbs and doing what they do. I ain't knocking you. Work and get your thing, but somewhere along the line, your conscience got to wake up and like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And if not, keep it pushing. But we need some like-minded people on the same front part of this war that's going on in Cincinnati that people act like it don't, like it ain't going on. You just want to lay down, clown. That's what it sounds like to me. Lay down, clown. Lay down, clown. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but be on YouTube for some raunchy, rowdy stuff. We gonna expose club life because you guys don't know what you're doing, and you just can't. It's in every city, so I ain't knocking no promoter. I used to promote. I have to deal with that stuff all the time too. So you can kiss my ass on that narrative too. So I understand the game because I'm part of the game. So I ain't tripping. But there's a way we got to do stuff. Our money ain't good money, man. You know what I'm saying? All this jealousy and competition stuff, man, it's only so much you can do here as far as clubs. We need entertainment complexes. I've simply mentioned when the Cincinnati Gardens was available for sale, I couldn't find not 10 interested black folks with the money to go ahead and the networking to go ahead and buy that, spend the one to buy it, spend the two to build it up like some 21st century stuff, future stuff. So you have our celebrities come right here and stay on the spot. And we have our own venue. We ain't got to worry about Riverfront. We ain't got to worry about, it ain't Riverfront no more. See how old I am? We ain't got to worry about Paul Brown Stadium. We ain't got to worry about the Rock Nation doing their little thing over here in Clifton, whatever that club is. Can't remember that name either. But we needed our own. And there's just too much division. I don't understand how one individual can hate so many other people. I'm sending these niggas over to your club to tear your stuff up because I can't get in on what you doing. What? What kind of mentality is that, man? Work together. Old schools used to have round robins. Same thing my cousin Billy doing right now. Old school values that Orlando been doing for minutes. You know, you know what I'm talking about? We cut from a different cloth, man. A different cloth.
You know, Chris, these young kids don't have that mentality. You see the murder rate that so many of us, I mean, month, just this month, we have had several murders, and just simply because of that mentality, it's a competition with everything instead of coming together. And I think it's a bred mentality. It's something that it's learned. It's a horrible learned behavior, but it's capitalized with the music. It's capitalized with the social media. Everything these video games, everywhere you look, life is a game to these kids. It's a game, and they think they got all day, and they ain't scared to die young, and they don't think you're supposed to live till you 50. Some of them don't want to. They've done so many drugs and so much junk. They scared to see what it's gonna be like when they get 50. Things ain't gonna work the same. They ain't gonna look the same. So I mean, when you have a lack of respect for self, that's what's stemming from self. They don't love themselves enough to make good decisions, so they don't give a damn about the next person.
And I don't even think it's more the youth. I think it's more the adults. I put up a post today, and Gina's, I forget the whole thing, but our age group is jacked up, man. Our age group is jacked up.
It's
It's
more
a
of
Florida.
us with sense than it is them
Because
youngsters.
now they have all the time on their hands to learn how to do all this stupid ass social media beefing and Instagram beefing and keyboard killers and all of that. They don't have number time on their hands to invest and see how much attention they can get. You know, a lot of the time you look at all the people that got the most BS to say, and they the ones that got the least attention in school, high school, and the family or whatever. This their way of getting attention. Attention. Let me tell you something. Attention seeking is at an all-time high, and it's deadly. They're willing to die for some attention.
Yep,
They'll
yep,
say
yep,
whatever.
yep,
They'll
yep,
be
yep.
a part of whatever. Are you paying me attention? You looking at me now?
Right.
Okay, well, stay tuned. I want my 15 minutes to fame.
Lip busted and eye hanging out the socket.
Yeah, I mean, they don't care what it takes. So, you know, it's sad, but it's true. And it's another reason why the other topic that we were speaking on with domestic violence is another reason why that exists. And it, like I said, a learned behavior. Um, we are you got to think as young girls, you can be kindergarten, and when boys are mean to you, what is it? What does everybody tell you? Oh, that's because he likes you. He likes you. He likes you. He's mean to you because he likes you. He hits you because he likes you. He does these things to you because he likes you. So from a very young age, boys are interpreting that as, oh, if I want to show her how much I love her, I got to get physical. And girls are learning that if I want to be loved, I have to accept physical affection. And it doesn't have to be positive. So in a way, it's learned very, very, very early in the Black community. It's something that we associate pain with love. You know, it's like if you leave their relationship because he or she cheated, or because he or she got mad and bust you upside your head, then that means you ain't tough enough for love. So men suffer from domestic violence and women suffer from domestic violence. And I think that it's accepted because we associate pain with love.
I mean, I so lightweight agree with that. I have a problem like as a dad with a daughter. You think about that scenario right there, like you don't want to beat on your daughter. You don't want to whoop her because she acting a fool. Let your mama whoop your ass.
No.
And let your mama whoop your ass.
Never.
And then your mama, sometimes they didn't have to go through all that. They just raise their voice and break them down. But I could see
I don't know
how
what kind of daughter you got, but okay.
my daughter is an angel, and she
You talking crazy?
She's of 3% of the population. So I'm going to say that's not going to work on the 97% of those heathens and sin later gardeners and other things of that
Yeah.
nature. But
Centennial Gardens.
Talking about, I'm gonna tell your mama to whoop you. They don't give a damn about that. I'm gonna tell you from personal experience. I'm gonna tell you they don't give a damn about that.
A good goddamn. Truthfully.
So you.
So you're dealing with a very different experience.
Yes, I am, because I got my ass whooped. I got beat with everything. So, and then some.
Extensions, man.
Extension cord, hot tracks, wax, all of that. Whatever.
Extensions, man.
It was done. So you think?
And you think it was done out of love, right?
I know. I know some of them because I was a jackass and shouldn't have been doing the stuff I was doing.
I thought we never was to mention
But if
extension
they
cords
didn't
on
love
here
you, they
again,
wouldn't
man.
whoop
I know.
right?
I went right past it.
Oh.
Okay. What'd you say?
If they didn't love you, they wouldn't whoop you, right?
I believe.
Wrong.
No,
I come to find out that's not right.
I believe.
That ain't for the right things.
I believe.
Yeah.
This is what I believe. I believe when you're disciplining a child, that some children are hard-headed and may need a whack across the head. I was one of them. Not all the stuff that I did, I deserve. I'm not going to go back there. But I do believe you got to thump a kid in the head sometimes if they're going to be hard-headed and not listen to you. Love is not letting you, after a while, after that don't work no more, then the love is you going to bump your head and you're going to figure out what it is. You right now, that's you.
We was tricked into abusing our kids.
And then I whooped my son. He caught on real quick. We ain't doing that no more. He wasn't like me, my ass. My ass was one of them kids that probably got
You was
half
super
of
strict on Corey at first, and then it's like you never had to say anything anymore. I was like, what the
What you have to
fuck,
take into
man? I'm
consideration
like,
that some
damn, man,
people,
Corey, straighten up, man. You know your daddy ain't gonna be on this shit when he get here, man. Just straighten up real quick. Straighten up. Go home. Nice and
somebody
smooth.
that
Yeah,
interprets
man,
and
you did a good
incorporates
job
that
with him, man.
physical,
Yeah, but
um,
I'm just saying that he learned pretty quick. You know, this I ain't going that way.
Hear how he said it. He learned this shit quick
so
around
you
here.
don't think that it has any
Got him right
attachment to
early.
do with domestic violence?
Do what?
You don't think it has any attachment to do with domestic violence?
I think that all
Yeah,
ass
I
whoopers
do.
got
I do. I just think it's the way how people have initiated or done the discipline. You know, overdone it or whatever. And I don't know. When we talk about domestic violence, men beating up on women and women beating up on men, I think
women beating on women and men beating on men. It's this type of world now.
Domestic
Your
violence.
Obama did it.
The domestic violence is
I
any
thought-
two people that live together. So you can be a
Yeah,
domestic
yeah,
violence
yeah, yeah.
against your child against you.
Yeah.
All of that is considered a domestic violence. So when you speak domestic violence and you talk about a learned behavior, if you always taught your kid to listen, I gotta kick your butt in order for you to listen, and that's what they learn, then in turn, same way, your mama whooped you, you whooped your kid. Okay. Now that your kid might just feel like, shoot, I'm gonna whoop my spouse because that's what made me listen.
Right.
wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I'm
never
talking
thought of
about-
that scenario,
Hey,
but
that's pretty nice there.
hey, man, that
You know
that,
what? Mama said, whoop your ass. I'm fixing to
And I
whoop
think
your ass.
I think it might be a lack of
Ooh, that's deep.
what's the word? What's the word? You when you able to stop yourself?
Well,
That's control.
most
Yes.
abusive
Control
relationships,
was the word I was
somebody
looking for.
it's an imbalance of power
Self-control.
and control, you know. He wants
But how
he
how
likes to intimidate and use hurtful words.
I'm not saying that
Know
this
what I'm
is
saying?
where all domestic violence stems from. I'm just saying.
I mean,
we
correct.
learn early
It could
on
be
to
mental.
accept some violent behavior just with our upbringing in general. And so when these things are happening to you, some people are not taking it in the light in which it's abuse. To them, it's a form of love. And that's really all I'm saying. I'm not saying that all domestic violence stems because you got whooped as a kid. It's some woman beaters that mom and daddy had never laid their hands on them, and vice versa. But what I'm saying is
I
when
can't
you
get that.
learn-
Because when you disciplining your kid, it's out of love for them not to go do what they was doing to stop them from doing that bad action. You know, that's be detrimental to them. When it's man, woman, whatever relationship, I don't think you can say that beating her was out of love. No, out of love, it was out of anger. When you was whooping your child and disciplining your child, it was for a purpose to say, hey, don't do that. When it's a man
But
and
you
woman,
was mad when you was doing it.
maybe I wasn't. Maybe I waited till I calmed down and then discipline them.
Them ain't no good whoopings.
well,
Yes, it
this
is. Because
is
then when you
why I
don't
said
know when they
last
coming.
because I have had women friends that have been in domestic violence relationship. And at the end of those ass whoopings, he was always committed to saying, I'm only doing this because I love you.
What?
You just make me so
That's what they
angry.
say.
You need to not do XYZ. And I wouldn't get so mad. I'm only mad because I love you. If I
And
didn't
you
love
keep
you,
doing
I wouldn't
dumb
care.
Oh man, that sounds like some pimp talk.
And
That sound-
if you
that
didn't
sound
keep
like
doing
some-
this,
I'm telling you
it
that
wouldn't make
is
me
the
have to do
conversation.
this.
Usually, when it is domestic violence from a man to a woman, I'm just speaking facts. Now,
That's true.
call the dang on Women Help Center, and you ask those women who finally escaped some of those abusers why their partner told them that they was beating them. I'm
Hold on.
just saying, if you want to know statistically, just do the research. And 7 times out of 10. The explanation was because I love you for whatever reason. They thought they was doing it out of love. Now, I'm not saying that was the right thought process, but that's what they thought.
Oh, they is jacked up. There ain't nowhere in the hell you gonna beat somebody as grown as you as your relationship, and sit there and talk to them like they some damn kid and tell them I'm only doing this because I love you and you shouldn't have did this and shouldn't have did that. That ain't no goddamn relationship. What'd you say? My bad.
I know that. We know that because we are able to look outside of that situation. You're not in that situation for it to be, you can't see past it. But some of these women, they don't know no other love. This is the man of their dreams. He is everything to them. And if it wasn't for the ass whoopings, they'd be the happiest woman on earth. But because the ass whoopings come with it, they going to put up with them from time to time and keep on prancing around on Facebook.
Hey, you is retarded. Hey, now look.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is real life situation.
But since ass whoopings come with it,
it's happening right under your nose. In fact,
no, I'm gonna keep it 100. Now, there's been times in a relationship that I've gotten mad and done something that I shouldn't have did, and I ain't gonna talk about it. But when you got the right woman, let me tell you something. They ain't going. 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 And you had to step back and realize, like, oh no, man, this ain't this. I done lost control, and we'll never do that again. Secondly, because this nigga is right on me like white on rice.
Yes, sir. The chicken and Peter Griffin all over again.
Like, hey.
Like Marshall Warfield.
Like, hey, I was really upset, and that didn't go like it was supposed to go. I don't know how it was supposed to go, but this right here,
your mustache.
This right here ain't it. I'm getting ready to bounce. I'll be back.
Hey, don't catch no fade trying to be.
Fade, lamps, glasses. I'll take. Hey.
Did you know that
my bad?
Domestic violence is also known as the intimate partner violence. It's another name for it.
Is the what?
It's intimate partner violence.
Domestic violence equals
in California or something? Because I ain't never heard of that.
That's new. Where did you get that from?
It's also known as intimate. Another name for it is intimate partner violence.
No, I don't doubt it. I just never have heard that. But that's a more, I guess, modern term they want to use since everybody's intimate partner is not of the opposite sex.
Yeah, they done probably updated it or something.
That sounded kinky.
What?
Right, that's what he said.
Well, if you're a victim of domestic violence, I got a few places that you can look up and call and try to get you some help. Few places around
that's
here.
So thoughtful of you. Yes,
yeah, it is. And we got that on there on the screen too if they go to the email.
In Cincinnati, you can go to Citizens Against Domestic Violence, Women Helping Women, Battered Women 24 Hours, and YWCA of Greater Cincinnati. Covington, you can go to Women's Crisis Center, and in Dayton, you can go to Artemis Domestic Violence Center.
Right.
And also, you know the national hotline, 800-799-7233, and there will be somebody on the other end that will try to help you.
Right, we're not making light.
Don't be afraid, and don't take the blame.
Right.
That's what you can't do. Quit putting this shit on you. You ain't reached up there and smacked yourself in your damn own mouth. You didn't grab that damn Kool-Aid, that lemonade pitcher out the thing and smash it over your head with the ice and shit all in it still.
Damn.
You didn't do that to yourself.
But I'm glad you did have that information on seriously.
Yeah, we're not making light of the situation.
Again, for the people who might need that help, what's the crisis line number?
See, sometimes you can't do all the work for them. See what I'm saying? Now, since we got Google these days, I figured they could get the names of them and Google it. See what I'm saying? I didn't want to take up all the show rambling off a bunch of numbers. I'm being courteous to my co-partners, man.
I'm just glad that you did. So rewind.
But what if they busted your phone up?
If you are suffering from domestic violence, and that's for men and women.
Damn, I ain't think
because
of
that hotline you gave is also men can call in.
I didn't think of that. That's the first thing an abusive mother could do is
What?
smash your phone. They can't Google it.
Oh my God.
Damn, I dropped the ball. Come on, producers, help me out, man. I dropped the ball.
No, man, they can after everything is done, then they can go and get some help.
And
But
I got another fact that it burns me to even say. But, you know, I will give y'all this.
what?
Biden helped pass the 1994 Violent Crime Control Law Enforcement Act, right? Which people was controversial over the fact that it's brought on more police, trained and deployed them into the streets, brought on more prison bigger sentences, more prisons and all that, right? But it also introduced the Violence Against Women Act. Did y'all know that?
No. I'm glad you brought that up because that's one positive thing that happened with that bill because that bill was a crock
The
of shit.
one positive thing I found that I was mad. I was like, ooh, I got this smoke. I got his ass. But then they said,
then you gotta fuck around.
then I was
and say
like,
something
then they
like
said,
that.
then they, what? Hold on. Some
Well,
dirt
you
on.
know that's how they do in
Stupid.
politics. They
I was
always
like-
slide something real good in with all the crap.
Hey, cuz. I was like, hold on, that ain't what I say. Hold on, wait. Put some dirt on it. It's some dirt.
No.
Oh,
Which is a good
shit.
thing.
Oh.
Which is a good thing. So it's a lot of violence against women and
The
children.
schmuck was able to pull something off with his bullshit.
And I think a lot of people
sick of it.
take advantage of that too. You know, you get called the police on when the woman is being
I think
violent
he
to
Anthony
you.
Fauci's secret lover, truthfully. I see how he look at it in his eyes when they in. Something wrong with Biden,
What?
man. You got, yeah.
What?
I think Joe Biden, president-elect, if that's what you want to call him,
Damn, it
is
is. You
Anthony
said- you didn't even-
Fauci's secret lover.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Now go back and look at the footage and see how he looking to them eyes. Yeah, stargazing.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be one of my points when I'm sharing this video.
They probably do
Of this
like
podcast
this,
right now.
crisscross arms and give each other the vaccine at the same time, like,
Wow. I don't even know
Hey,
what to
it's
say.
so wrong with him. He's slow.
I don't even know what to say for him. Like, man,
it's
hey, man, how did we went from domestic violence right into Joe Biden and a love affair with Dr. Fauci?
secret
And-
lover.
And so,
Sexy
so will you be?
secrets.
So will you be one of those guys? You're already like Trump.
I'll give you the equivalency of Mr. Burns and Smithers.
Oh,
my
damn.
God.
He said, Mr.
Yeah.
I see
Now
what you
think
do with your
about it.
time, man.
Burns is Biden and Smithers is Fauci. Look at it. It's perfect. Just like they had this, and they gonna compare. They gonna look.
Hey, man,
Look,
I
they gonna
can't with you.
conspire together to take Trump out, just like the Simpsons. You gotta go to the goddamn animation,
So you think Trump, he'll be back 2025, right?
and they gonna smoke him,
And they're going to smoke him in 20.
just like on
That's
the
what the
Simpsons.
Simpsons
Man.
said.
It's gonna be
2025.
Biden, who is Burns, and Smithers. Smithers.
Wow.
I said it here first. Smithers.
Well,
It's the trigger man.
well, I'm kind of lost as to where to go right now because this guy.
Hey, take your time, Scrap. Let that soak in.
You know what I'm saying? This shit right here.
It's real.
Yeah, but I don't think we need to be worried about domestic violence with those two. So what we're back on.
He done backhanded Smithers once or twice.
Oh shit.
You know he have.
It's a very serious subject for real, and like you said, there's a hotline, bunch of stuff
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Citizens,
If you can't remember them, you can always go to
I
the
suggest-
1-800.
if anybody put their hands on you, you leave that situation immediately. You make plans to get away immediately, and I fear for these young folks, man. I think that's what's going on now. You got these kids out here, and like just for instance, like the NBA young boy and these guys out here, man, they don't have no it's like home. They don't have no. They're not men yet. They not, and like you said, they might have seen this and think this is how they treat women, supposed to treat women, and
Them
it's a
guys,
lot of this young stuff going on with this domestic violence, man.
a lot of people living in PTSD out here over things that they don't think they are.
Got to be like the young lady who got killed and her son. They never did find that baby, did they?
The little Nilo,
Yeah,
I never heard
heard
of
any more about it. Yeah, but
I keep
that
hearing
was
that they were
domestic
still
violence. Right.
looking.
That
Yeah,
incident.
That's
that's
weird.
I heard they were still looking for young Milo. Not only that, trauma comes in a lot of different forms. People are living through a lot of different things. Just you seeing your friends and loved ones murdered in the streets. People go through armed robberies. People are the witness to violent crimes and other things. So
Yep.
it's a lot of traumatizing things that happen to people on day to day, living in the hood especially. I mean, when you every day ducking from drive-bys that you ain't got nothing to do with, and running to the candy lady 2 and 3 times a day to get your mama single cigarettes. It's a lot of
Lucy's
traumatizing
baby.
things that's going on in the hood that our kids are affected by, and that are making them angry, and they are harboring that anger. And we are so taught to hold our emotions, especially Black men. They always tell you, oh, suck it up. You a boy, be a man, don't cry. Instead of allowing you to process your emotions, hell, shit, you're a human being too. So sometimes your emotions are hurt and you do need to cry. And people shouldn't be telling you when and how. You should be, I guess, processing your emotions and all of that. So I think when we talk about domestic violence, those that are victims of it, as well as those that are the abusers, they're all coming from a place of hurt, a place of low self-esteem, and trauma and different issues that they're trying to deal with. And so it is hard. And you have to want to get help. You can go to anger management classes. You can talk to your physician. And I mean, I'm not saying incriminate yourself, but recognize that you have an issue when you get angry, and that you need to have another method of dealing with that anger, especially with a significant other and those that are in your household. So I think that's one way that we need to deal with it. And also, when you see it, you recognize it, that it's happening to a friend, family, loved one, or they are the abuser. Call it how you see it. Stop letting these women keep living with these men
But
that are beating on them, and stop letting these girls feel like it's okay to hit these men because they mad.
but you
Sometimes
get
you gotta call a spade a spade.
you get this
boy.
scenario too though. I guess
They
after being
nuts.
so much abused that a lot of people step in and say, "Hey, you're not gonna be doing this and doing that," and they stop it, and then a week or a month later they right back with this dude. I've seen that plenty of times. I was a
Yeah,
young boy at school, and on the bus, I ain't gonna mention no names, but it was just boyfriend and girlfriend, and I had a crush on her too, and I wasn't gonna stand for it. My little bitty ass. No, Nick, you're not gonna be beating on this girl.
He was hitting on her.
Man, that was on
Oh,
the
you
way
gotta
home
get
from
somebody.
school, and it just used to trip me out. Like, and I'm a young guy, like, man, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? But sure enough, she go right back to dude, and that's what it is. And you find that scenario a lot of times.
because I'm telling you, those people have been convinced that that person is doing that out of love. You have to understand that love is a drug as well. And when you want to be loved more than you want to be safe, you are going to go back. So it's stemming from an internal place.
Yeah, because
Um,
what you just said was like an obsession. Like you just said, repeat that. You say when they want to be loved
Loved
more
more than
than
they want to be
saved,
safe. They're going to stick
man.
around for that. Because for some people, love is the drug. Having that high from feeling like somebody love you more than they love anything else, that's what some people long for. And when they've convinced you that nobody else is going to love you the way they do, you fall into that trap.
Wow, that's crazy. That makes a whole lot of sense too. But like I said, there's some hotlines and so forth out there for people to get help. The call line is open 1-513-788-2534 if you have a story to tell and how you overcame that situation. Maybe your story might help somebody else, get them the strength and the courage to get out of a situation that they are possibly in. So if you have a story to tell, again, call in 1-513-788-2534.
Yeah, you could be saving a life. We see
Yeah,
so often that domestic violence ends in the death of one person or another in one way or the other, and somebody is going in the grave and somebody's going to jail forever. And so if we can prevent that from happening tonight, let's share our experience, share your information.
yeah, because I know personally of someone, hopefully they give a call in, y'all know them too, but went through a situation where they was choked out. And they have been cool with this person for a long time. Let's let them tell their story. But for real, like, I'm so proud of them because they went on ahead and did what they had to and pressed his charges and didn't let this person intimidate them to sway or not go and do this and do that. That happens a lot of times too. Where hopefully the state picks stuff up, but
They can only pick something up with a witness.
yeah. So, I'm very proud of them for doing that, and they're getting help with it. So, it is out there. You can beat it. And I just want everybody to be safe, you know what I'm saying? And I want us to get along, man. And domestic violence is probably part of the problem and the trauma that we as black folks have been through. But I don't want to make excuses either, because in the climate, and I use that word. I like that word. Right now, it's serious, man. It's serious. I don't want to be beefing and arguing with the next brother about some stupid, silly stuff, man. Some nightclub stuff, some girl stuff, woman stuff. We don't have time for that, man. It's time to build. It's time to build. It's time to build. And it's like this. Everybody, I say it again, everybody ain't going to be kings. Everybody ain't going to be queens. Everybody ain't going to be on the same positive program or rhetoric that you're talking. It's going to be rhetoric to them. So you can't worry about them people. And you just got to move accordingly and try and move with like-minded people. And those that fall off, they fall off. Hopefully they can pick up some and join the game of getting ahead or being prepared for this bull crap that's being inflicted on us right now with this COVID, all of this stuff. I look at the government, man, and I sit here and say, like, well, I don't know why we ain't woke up yet. Why are people trying to be dependent upon these clowns? You got a 19 million or trillion or whatever it is, a package you trying to put together, and let's see what we get out of that. Minimum wage goes to $15 an hour. Trying to.
It's been $7.25 since 2009.
Right, I ain't mad at that. Okay, but look.
Wow.
Look. Let me finish.
Is still only 7.
Yes.
$7.25 for federal workers, yes, as of 2009. And remember, they made a huge uproar about that increase.
Right. So we're fighting for that. Okay, he wants to put that in there. And then, of course, the student loans, of course, legalizing the marijuana.
And 10,000 on those student loans.
Well, whatever the number is, these are what I'm saying, what they're proposing for humans, these people, us, in the $1,400 stimulus. That's 4 things that don't even equal $19 trillion.
No.
It doesn't even come close to $19 trillion.
A lot of that money is going overseas again.
So
they buddies.
We're sitting here gawking at the news, waiting to when is that check being paid? When they gonna get this check? When we gonna get
sitting
this
around all
stimulus
the
check?
uproaring about 1,400 when we know it's this much money that's being signed? Why is nobody losing it and storming something like everybody else about this money?
Because of the conquer and divide that's going on. People's mind states is like puppets, putty. We're able, if you could put more respect on a pop store than a politician that's supposed to be having your back, something's wrong. When everything that's right is wrong and everything that's wrong is right in this world, that's some stuff that you as an individual should be able to wake up and see. Like when we was kids and we watched the Super Friends and Blitzoplex, when it was the Outer World, whatever the cartoon, the Super Friends, that series, that's what's exactly going on right now. So really, you just gotta get what they take and take what they give what they take, and prepare yourself for the long run, the long haul. And as black folks, the time right now across this country, in every city, should be on this unity stuff and taking these dollars and putting it amongst ourselves and building and getting prepared.
You want to know why? That because it's all a part of the systemic racism, where you're not taught that black people have any great ideas. When we're taught in our history classes, white men came up with all the great ideas. When we taught in our history classes, the white man one gave us all these rights. When we taught in our history classes, it's the white, Jesus is white man. So when you have been systematically taught over hundreds of years that the only way you're going to have a savior is through the white man, what in the hell you think they going to think when they don't take time to self-educate? You know that knowledge is power, but you first have to want to know something in order to go and get that knowledge about it. And they don't care enough to want to know. It's not being taught in your school systems. They teach you every damn thing. Once you go live up there, Mason and Westchester, some damn where you got elective classes, all kind of stuff you can find out and learn about any damn thing. They know how to build electric cars and they're 12 years old. They don't have that same curriculum in our school districts.
Yeah, they do.
We don't even get a class that you had to do carpentry no more. They took home economics out of everything. These boys, young black men, are growing up and don't even know how to change tires and oil. Their daddy's in jail or running the streets trying to be their age. Who you got to teach these young kids something? Mama's just busy twerking on the damn internet. Who do these kids have to look up to when your pop stars and the rappers and all these Instagrammers and what they call influencers and content creators, when everybody's shaking their ass, flashing their money, ain't nobody talking about higher education. Save your money, get together. It's F them, F that. If they ain't with me, they can go. I don't give a damn. I don't need nobody. I'm going to do it all on my own. So where are they learning the unity from? They not.
So you're saying it's a lost cause
and jiving.
So it's a lost cause then?
I'm not saying it's a lost cause, but
it's a very
as a whole, to think that as a whole, we're going to culturally stand together, nah, baby. That's not going to happen no time soon, because you want to know why? People rather be.
She sounded like Foxy Brown. She said,
"They
"No, baby,
in the videos, don't they? They want to be all in the videos."
Because this is out right now. I want to look good for my friends. I want to have a bag. I'm chasing the bag. I got all the bread. I got all the weed. I got all the hoes. It ain't about teaching your family and being home, creating a lifestyle. It ain't about that. When Jay-Z and let's just be honest, when you see some of these Swiss beats and you see some of these older cats and this is who they want to be as family men. What the fuck? Russell Wilson, everybody calling him a simp because you want to be a family man. Because why? You talk the demise of the black family is what's lit. That's what's popping. To have all these different women and all these different kids scattered in 4 and 5 different households. You can't even spend that much time with yourself, let alone spread yourself that thin that you can go and spend it and teach this group of kids how to be a man and this group of kids how a man should be treating a woman. And Man, listen here. You got a whole generation of idiots, and then you got people like yourself that want to do better, want to know better, want to go further. So all I can tell you is, as a generation, as a culture, you got to link up with your, like you said, like-minded individuals, because you wasting your breath on everybody else. If they don't want to get on board, F them. It won't be the first time.
All
You
right.
can't save everybody. You end up sparing yourself trying to save people that don't got no interest. You, like you said, everybody can't be a boss. Some people willing to sink the ship just because they can't be captain. We all gonna go down. So you got to start
That's
making
true.
wise, really wise decisions when it comes time for the upgrade, not to be infiltrated by the fake and the fraud, because a lot of them flawed.
Well,
on that note, I want to speak of that in a couple of different aspects. I agree with a lot of that, mostly all of that. But also, it's the part where I also agree that sometimes you just can't do something with certain people because, like, you talking to air. But you got to think in the beginning how they got to the point of being so brainwashed. They wasn't on board with none of this stuff when they got put in their predicaments in the slavery days. They wasn't on board. They got repeatedly, over and over, taught and beat it into them. We might have to do some of that with some of our own people. Repeatedly beat their ass until they get it. They don't get it. We need to strap their ass to trees and all that and get the whips back out. Yeah, I said it. Get the whips out. 50 lashes for punk ass nigga shit right now. Line him up. And I ain't hitting no clothes. Take the shirt off. Hey, man, you running around, you doing stuff around these babies. You ain't got no business. You ain't teaching nothing in the community. You shouldn't even have to do that much. They should just be able to be like, you know what? I've been looking at you, Tyrone, for about 30 days now. You ain't did nothing productive. You influencing, you influencing them to do dumb shit.
Now just watch
you know
that
what?
Jesus
It's
Black
50
Messiah.
lashes right
You might
goddamn
be on
now.
to something. You
I'm
might
sick of
be
your
on to
ass.
something because that's
Yeah,
the
but
way they
you
was
talking
back in the day.
where we know it take a village to raise a kid, and they coming from a generation where don't tell me what my kid is doing, don't knock on my door about my kids, this is my business, I let my kids, I do this, I do that. So you can't check everybody. You can't come from the heart like the big aunt when it come to everybody, because some people, mama done taught them, can't nobody tell them nothing but them. Some people done put in their mind, ain't nobody right but me. Some people, so I'm just saying, you want to drag around dead weight, that's your business. I'm the first one to cut the rope. Hang them. I don't care nothing about it. If you ain't helping me, you're hurting me. Get out the way. In my
I knew
ludicrous
she was going to
voice.
say it.
Move.
What the hell?
He said,
just
this
happened?
is Sparta. Boot to the chest. Off of the
You need to
ship.
control Finn later.
Scrap. Nah, you know what? You actually
know what?
slid it in nice and straight.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot straight from the hip, buddy. Ain't no hold, no punches with me. You don't like how I bring it,
Shoot
move around.
straight from
All
the
right.
damn hip.
All righty
The
now.
judges, ding, 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 the judges.
But we
will
need that
allow it.
mentality and what you saying.
This the first time the judges got up and walked down to the podium and said they allowed it. They move out the way. We will allow that.
Oh,
And then went back and sat down.
but on a serious note, which I was saying, with both of you saying what I'm saying, we don't have any leaders in this generation to step up and do anything that the past did, like the movie that I was talking about, Jesus is the Black Messiah, and that story of the Black Panthers.
You
Like
know
I didn't
what?
know,
Oh my God,
I didn't
why
know
would you
that there
bring
were
that
white
up?
folks involved in that. I didn't know Jane Fonda. I didn't know Marlon Brando had part of that, and then their career was stifled because of them being involved with that. But we don't have
Hey man, that's
black
crazy
folks
that you brought
in
that
this
up.
generation to spearhead something of that magnitude. You can't depend on none of these celebrities at all for nothing. You can't.
Man, look.
But it's
You
funny
can't
you
do
brought
that.
up
And
that
then you-
Messiah movie.
And not even in your, and then we not
I
even take
watched
it to
that
them.
last night. I was super pissed.
But in our own community, in Cincinnati, right here, right now, I don't know anybody, including myself. I ain't gonna throw the story
What
out
did you
there.
think of that movie?
It was good.
It was a good as far as being a movie, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I almost didn't make it. I almost turned it off twice.
Why?
I was disgusted by
With what?
shit.
The events
That
or
weak ass shit dude did, man.
Oh, well, it ain't the movie. That's the storyline.
That
Yeah.
police
But
ass
listen,
shit.
let me tell you something.
But
I
that's-
want to say
Fred
from
Hampton has something great going on. How he got all them to
And why
come
can't we have
together.
that in our neighborhood right
That's
now?
the same type thing I'm talking about.
Well, why
man.
can't we? Why
When
don't
they came in there and murdered
Listen,
him, man?
you
I'm
can't-
pissed about
I'm
that.
getting ready to tell you why you ain't gonna have it. Simply because
Let's
all
talk-
the greats have been murdered. And then what happened? Well, who avenged those murders? Who stood up and ran with the ballot after that? Nobody.
What
It's
I
been
say?
50 years
After
still
Martin
talking
Luther
about
and them
Martin
died,
Luther King.
nobody ain't pick up the ball, did they?
But I want to be realistic. Every single time a cultured person steps up and said, we the people, meaning our people, black and brown people, will no longer stand for the injustice and we want to be liberated just like everybody else. We are labeled as extreme terrorists and we are targeted not just by our own peers, not just by the police, but you're talking about the CIA and the FBI. Once they want your ass, jack your grass, period, point blank. So what
Period.
they not gonna allow is a black uprising. Ain't gonna be no such thing as that in the United States of America. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That just like they bombed our Black Wall Street that we had, just like they bombed communities in Brooklyn and Philadelphia, just like they bombed communities in California and we rioted,
And
and
just
they're
like
gonna
they
do it.
bombed
They're gonna continue
Fred
to do
Hampton.
it, and they'll suffer no consequences for it. That's why, because we no longer feel like it's worth dying for. You want to know why? Because we rather adapt to our environment and survive with the BS than get out here and try to stand for something and get killed off before you can reach 50 and don't nobody do nothing about it. Nobody's going to do nothing about it.
Damn, can we get a round of applause for her?
Nobody is gonna do a goddamn thing.
She just broke it down
Now
eloquently
that's
of
what I've been saying.
So, in actuality, we all just some suckers. Because we not.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm gonna tell you what
Because we
Young
gonna get
Pharaoh
killed.
say.
We gonna
He
get
says,
killed.
I'm gonna keep it real. The reason why nobody's not gonna do nothing, just like she said. He said, now, I don't want you to be offended, but it's cause you pussy, my nigga. That's why. That's why y'all haven't done anything. You're scared. Scared
Yeah.
to death that they gonna come through there and hit you
Hey,
with a
man.
laser ray and burn your face off.
I had to
They'll
laugh.
risk
I had
breaking
to
in
laugh,
somebody's
'cause
house
like,
for a
nigga, you
couple
said
cracks,
that-
but not to stand for
They
nothing,
will
no.
put they just like they what he say, get your hand out my pocket, nigga. They'll
Yeah.
put their hand in the next man's pocket on his wallet
I didn't
before
even
they
see,
try
when
anything
you
against
think
the
about it,
oppressors.
Look at all of that power that Malcolm X had in that one group of religion. Look at all that power that man possessed. Not one of them stood up after that man was murdered like that and said, well, they ain't gonna kill us all, they can't get us all. Who stood up and ran with it? Nobody.
Cause they
Martin
be in
Luther King died. We
cahoots.
They be
knew
in
the
cahoots.
FBI
They be getting the
assassinated
money.
that man.
And then
Yeah,
they all
the
pay
FBI
ties
got
to the
money.
Vatican.
He
Every
got
religion.
$1 He got
Everyone.
an estate, but who really did something about it? What they allow us to do about it? Nothing, because if you do something, they're gonna call you a terrorist. But when they do it, they are freedom fighters.
Jesse
They
Jackson
trying to
and them was
maintain
with Martin
society.
Luther.
They keeping democracy
Right.
alive. But when you do it, you're a terrorist.
Jesse Jackson and them
Well,
was with Martin Luther King at that same Lorraine Motel. And what did they do? Nothing.
see how much
they
time
went
they
and
gave
shuck and
Nelson Mandela?
jived with the rest of them.
Nelson Mandela was a president. They put that man in jail for trying to liberate his people anytime. Listen to
What
me.
he did
America
about a
put their
50
hands in
ball,
something,
didn't he?
it's sure to be a demise with it. You got to look at every time a black man tried to stand up. They either kill us or they put you in jail in a hole. Don't let your family see you. They don't know if you're still alive or not. Man won't be seen for 20, 30 years. Come out looking like a damn caveman.
I bet you Nelson Mandela got crazy break making game, boy. Them 50 ball in there, boy.
well,
He put lamb meat and all kind of shit in the motherfucker. Woo!
well.
That boy
Said a
cold.
mouthful, but for us in Cincinnati right now, and I'm gonna say it every show until it's done. And if anybody got a better candidate is talking, better than what the language that Kelly is talking about, then you let me know, because right now I don't see nobody else cleaning up the corruption that's going on in Cincinnati and trying to change the narrative and trying to build wealth for us with some of these things that's going on in the city. We need parts, not just the ones that sitting on city councils getting their greased palms from these corporations and these people in Cincinnati. That's why I said we so big, man, as far as what we have, that we can make these people, the powers that be, play our game. You know what I'm talking about? We can make them
for us because she's from us. When you got somebody that's from the same streets you ran on, she understand your struggle and your hustle.
Right. So that would make it seem like we gon' I want to be a part of that so bad. Like I was with the entertainment. Entertainment is how this city is gonna come up for real.
I don't feel like we aim high enough.
We don't.
Everybody aiming up high as everybody aiming is high enough as far as to get them to just listen and do something for. No, I don't need you to do nothing for me if I get up there and I'm the one calling the shots. We're not looking high enough. Y'all had your turn. You did this. You did that. Hey, it ain't working out no more. You got rich. You got trillions, billions. All right, get out the way. It's a change of guard.
That's what has to happen.
First of all, this is our land in the first place. Quit being tricked as these motherfuckers drug you across a bunch of goddamn water. They came over here and they tricked you out of your own shit you already had. Then told you it was the Indians over here. Not y'all, wasn't y'all, it was the Indians. See, that's why we gave them some land. Nah, this wasn't yours. It's a lie.
All right, that's a story for a topic for another
it's your
segment.
Shit.
And we can get deep into that.
We sitting over here
but,
letting people tell us what to do with our own shit.
I just want everybody to pay attention to what's going on in our city. I want everybody to support everybody. Like I do, I support everybody, man. Your functions, whatever you're doing, I shout it out. Black-owned businesses, get at me. I wish I had more support.
And be open.
Jeez. I done reached out to people. I have a podcast. We ain't on this charge and stuff, but we like to support, and we support you too because it's about building. You know what I'm saying? So you can say that till you're blue in the face. I done told people, hey, we'll run your business across the screen. You know what I'm saying? Help me, I help you. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't no money. I don't want no money from you, man. I don't want no money from you, man. I want us to build. You helping me and I'm helping you. That means we gonna eat in the long run because they seeing your stuff and they listening to me.
It's hard to support a lot of black businesses, man. I tries all the time. You get there, they're never open. It's just like it don't make no sense. I tried to come get some gas and I want my damn lemonades. I ain't gonna say your name. I want my damn lemonades. Why is you the only gas station not open because of some snow? Every other gas station open. You want to get in the petroleum world? You be open, damn it. You got them goddamn juices in there.
Oh, my gosh. Right. Anyway, but that's the plan, man.
What? You telling me this? It's cool to just don't be open, huh?
Man,
we're trying to be.
So you trying to tell me? Hold on.
So you didn't. So you
everybody
else.
So you didn't try to tell me that you didn't been to one of these corporate stores and they always had the juices that you want.
It ain't even about it. It's about the whole moral of the point is not the juice, goofball. It's about black-owned businesses not always being open. They got signs of what their hours are, and they just do what they want. But they want to be honored and looked at like everybody else around them when they get in that world.
Hey man, I've
do
seen
what
plenty,
you're supposed to do.
I've seen plenty of other establishments do the same thing. That just don't happen in black-owned businesses.
I'm not speaking for them. I'm black.
Well, I'm trying to tell you can't do that. Shit happens.
You're making my point for me. All them other businesses, they don't do that.
Yes, they do.
Some of them don't.
Yes,
no, they don't.
Yes,
well, on this day they didn't. Every other gas station was open.
You a hater. You part of the problem.
Every gas station was open but that one. So explain that.
Maybe.
Explain it.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was an emergency. You do run a company. If you run a company,
That's
if
why
you run
I wasn't open.
Hey, man. Shut up.
I got plenty more examples than just that.
Shut up. So what we saying
Sick of
is
this
this.
shit. We can't support
If
it if it's not open.
Well, don't go to it, but you ain't got to speak on it. Maybe there was something wrong with
And
that
yes, I
particular
am
day.
mad about the damn juices. All right, fine, it's out. It's
Fucker.
out. I'm mad, man.
That's
Get
what
my
I'm
damn
saying.
juices up there.
If the business ain't satisfying you or you doing what it's doing, you ain't got to visit that business. But you ain't got to make a post about it.
Because guess what?
And talk
That's
about
a
this
part
and
of
talk about
support.
that.
Even when you don't like it, if you're trying to get a movement going,
You be the type of person
support
to
it
sit there and
anyway.
say, hey, I went to the gas station and they wasn't open. Don't go there.
You didn't hear what I just said? I said I'm the type that if you're trying to get a movement started and they do something you don't like, you still got to go back and support it.
That's all I wanted to hear.
You got to.
Okay.
Because guess what?
Because you
When
didn't
you
say
go to
that at
these other
first.
people's
You was
stuff,
trying to lead the narrative
You
to
didn't hear me.
something. You
You
was
didn't-
trying to lead the
you
narrative.
bothering me while I'm talking, man.
You trying to do your Trump shit and control the narrative.
Listen, I don't want you to bring that name up anymore.
What? Are you through with him?
Stop bringing up. I don't want to talk about none of that.
Is your love
Because it's
life?
all rubbish.
Is your
The real
love
point is lost.
for Trump gone?
We need to be. What the fuck? Don't ever say it was not. Man, listen,
Now
man,
he's
you acting
changing.
Crazy, man.
Now he's changing.
You always
Now
had
he's
the wrong
changing.
vision
Now he's
all
changing.
along.
Now you
This
changing.
is schmuck.
Okay, that's
What
all
I
right.
say is, it's no support of none of them.
All right,
Period.
now
No
you
more.
change that.
We need our own Manchurian. Is that how you say it?
I don't know what the hell you
Candidate.
talking about, man.
Is that it? Manchurian?
Oh
Or
my
something
God! Hey, ladies and
Something like
gentlemen,
that.
we thank y'all for tuning in today. It felt good to get
Hey,
back
man,
in here.
Don't listen to this.
You know what I'm
smoke.
saying? It felt good to get back in here. Can we get a round of applause? I like hearing that round of
Now,
applause.
can I get a smoke
Yes.
in the house?
Yes. We're back in the building, and we're
Can I
back
get
to
a
the
smoke in
shenanigans
the
again.
house?
So,
Please help me with this smoke.
oh my
damn
gosh, that was some bullshit. But anyway, we thank you as usual for coming in, being a part of the team. We're a decent conversation today. Went all over the spectrum. And bottom line is people pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on, and let's try and do better and be better. And next week, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I might have somebody on here. I don't know.
Good though.
It did. You try and reach out to people, and they too busy.
And
Or
also
you're not
support no
important
matter
enough.
what, unless they don't have
But
your
we still
favorite
rock with
juices
them.
there, then the choice is yours.
Right. So go to that thing. So go back to that black-owned gas station and look for your juices. I'm sure the juice will be there on your next visit.
And also tell them I'm right. We can't support a closed business. Come on, help me help you.
Anyway.
So when we get to support them, y'all let me know because I got a bunch of them that I want to give a shout out to. They do great business. I don't know these clowns y'all affiliated with.
Well, you
Oh,
need
no,
to
they
have
ain't
that.
said
Well,
they
you
don't
need,
do good business.
well, you
but
need to
damn,
have those
you
businesses
have to be open.
subscribe to the podcast and be a part of the situation so we can shout them out and do what we do. And that's how we asking is for support. I'm not asking for no money. I'm not saying, hey, give us $100 to run your name across here, because right now we in the building process and we trying to get these outside corporations to pay us and do what they do. So if we can do that and y'all can piggyback off of that, that's the whole name of the game. So with that being
Y'all
said,
know that Just Cooking got breakfast going on now too.
Who?
What?
Just Cooking. I'm just saying, if we talking about black-owned businesses, let's talk about that breakfast they got going on down there that Just Cooking now.
well, you
They
give you
done-
a shout
they done
out. Where is
started
this
out.
at? Where is
Just
that?
Cooking on California. You know they do the soul
Oh,
food.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been there.
They got the
I've been there.
breakfast.
They got the breakfast now. What time does breakfast start?
Ooh, I don't know when it start, but I know. Hell, breakfast hours.
Oh, shit. I'll be at work at 5 in the morning wanting breakfast. So what you talking about?
Hey, and you know the one truck used to be damn near open at that time too.
Well,
The other one.
anybody from Just Cooking, y'all need to reach out to us. You know what I'm saying?
I had planned to
that's
bring
the-
them on sometime, and we talked
That's
about
the business of the day, Just Cooking. So it's down on California. They got soul food and they got breakfast, obviously.
Tuesday through Friday.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
breakfast.
So there go. There, we doing our part right there. We're gonna try and shout out a black-owned business every episode. You know, it's Black History Month, so we're gonna do our part. You know what I'm talking about? But in the meantime, I'm tired of talking. I'm ready to go.
Don't start this shit.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next week, and like we say every Wednesday,
Oh shit, my bad.
don't be stuck on stupid and relax on dumb.
Monkey.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Bitch, I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll. Cut that bitch off. Next caller. What's happening? What's happening? I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. Who named you coming in? By who power?
I'm about the money, they don't want nothing. Niggas stay the front, niggas big bluffing. Big burfing, niggas man, they big dusty. Nigga died in the summer, got the pack musty. Big simpin', snitch, big cuff for your bitch. Handle on the bar, she a big huffy. Put coke on her hand if the shit rusty. Get the egg, beat her right, make the money fluffy. Nah, rap it like gold, that nigga. 4-finger ring with a gold roll twist. Max Payne keep 2 plates on me, nigga, like a pallbearer if it's really up with the niggas. I don't do shit, call back in the pistol. 3 things to keep on gat and a swisher. Fat lady sing, I'ma clap back with you. And got clap back like some big black bitches. White girl selling light skin on the bitch. I be on the wind getting head off the handed. Molly rocked up like right side of Bennett. Swing my dope on the rap rubber nigga. I ain't been back in a minute. She skied up like a dentist. Hellcat vacuum is ceiling. And I treat rap like a dentist.
Give me a next caller. Motherfucker, ain't no corrupt communication came out of my mouth. You know what the corrupt communication is? That's when you talk about the devil. He the devil. Your motherfucking communication is corrupt.
Drum, hold 100, shoot 50 quick. 12 niggas come with like 30 sticks. Cocaine a whip, but I sleep the 10. All of my shooters, no government. You can get stumped, dump the shit. Running through the woods on that monkey.